I have been worried all morning about missing my train or just anything like that, and so I haven't even really thought about today the fact that I've been heading to Paris. I took the Eurostar from London to Paris. I visually vlogged the whole thing, so I will take you through that really cool process as well. But oh my gosh, I just stepped out of the train station and it's such a treat. It's just so quintessentially Paris as soon as you walk out, and that's not always the case with even the most famous cities in the world. So I'm feeling really, really excited, very, very lucky. I am heading to the place that I'm staying with my friend Kaelyn. We are gonna be here in Paris for a couple days together. We met I'm pretty sure she found me first through TikTok, and then we connected no matter what social media platform, we connected over social media, and we have spent a lot of time together in London, and now we are having a couple girls' nights in Paris, which I'm very excited about. I told my friends that I was coming to Paris, and they're like, oh, you and Tom are gonna have such a great time. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not taking Tom. I just wanted Paris to really be a girlfriend's thing. Even though it's one of the most romantic cities, it's also just a city I want to take a lot of photos and videos in and get content and do that with girlfriends who get it and not worry about, I don't know, having different priorities than someone when I'm here. And so of course I want to enjoy the city, but I am really excited about photos, videos of the vlog, of course, and Kaelyn's definitely on the same page. We definitely have that in common. We are both entrepreneurs, both redheads, both love London, and so when she said, oh, I'm thinking about going to Paris in the autumn, I was like, wait, I've been wanting to go to Paris with a girlfriend as well. It was just perfect timing. So I'm gonna head to we're not using an Airbnb, we're using Sonder stays, and so I'm gonna head to our place now, and I'll catch you up on the whole Eurostar adventure. I never think I'm short until I'm with you. Hello from our little place here in Paris. As you saw, we went out to Galeries Lafayette for some shopping. I almost got this really incredible vintage beaded sparkly top, but it wasn't perfect. And Kaelyn found this amazing vest, and then we bought these matching lounge sets. So if you thought we were twins before, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know how we always joke about being entrepreneurial twins, because we both have auburn hair, are entrepreneurs, love London, love so many things, have very similar styles and aesthetics. So this lounge set though really sealed the deal. Now we are going as far as matching outfits. To be fair, she found it first, and it's so soft that I had to buy one as well. Sorry for the terrible lighting. Paris has already given me so much, but good lighting is not one of those things. They're like spotlights from the ceiling, so I have to like this. No. So this is what we're doing. So Kaelyn, who has been up for over a day because she came from the US, is taking a little nap, and in a little bit we're gonna head to dinner, one of her favorite restaurant in Paris. So we're gonna do that, and I think it's gonna be a fantastic night. I do want to share with you my experience of taking the Eurostar train from London to Paris, because it really, really was fun, and if you are interested in doing a similar journey, this will be of interest to you. One thing that is very unique to my experience is that if there's nothing to stress out about, I will create a reason to stress out about it. So I was stressed all morning about missing my alarm, getting locked out of Tom's flat because I was there by myself last night. Because I came to Paris with my friend, he decided to visit his friend in the north of England for a few days, and so he actually left the day before I did. So I spent the night alone in his flat, which which is okay. It was just the first time ever. It's very homey and I feel very at home there, but it was the first time I ever did that. So I was like stressed this morning that I was gonna like lock myself out before I was ready to leave something on in the flat and like ruin his flat. And then of course, like I'm gonna miss my train. Of course, none of that happened. It was very, very smooth. Getting to the station was not a big deal at all. Like there are so many signs of where the international section is. And when you get there, it's really just like being at an airport. You scan your boarding pass, go through a gate, go through security, but it's way better because you can bring whatever you want on the train. Well, probably not like whatever you want, but there's no fuss over liquids and stuff like that. And then there's like little cafe and waiting area. It looks like a airport gate seating area. And you wait for them to tell you what platform to go to, and then you all like cattle move onto this train at the same time. I was literally like the last person on the train, so maybe some of my stressing in the morning was a little bit warranted. But it was incredible. Once I was on the train, I was so relieved. I purposely booked, like when you book your seats, you can book sitting at one at a table, and I specifically did that because I knew I was going to want to work on the train. And it was so lovely. Before getting on the train, I grabbed a pain au chocolat and an almond croissant and a cappuccino, set up shop on my little table, and it was really nice because there were 4 seats around the table and only myself and one other woman booked those seats. And so it was just me and this other woman being bosses, working on our laptops on the train. It was great energy, great vibe. So it kind of meant I had 2 seats to myself. And I just worked away. The Wi-Fi was not great. So if you're planning on doing like a major upload while working on the train, I would not recommend that. I personally worked on the trailer for season 2 of my podcast, Legacy, which I'll link in the description. That was a nightmare. I could not even get things uploaded for a 1.5 minute audio clip. It's fine, it's fine. I did it in the end, but it literally took the length of the train ride. So just be mindful of that the Wi-Fi is not that great, and I have a personal hotspot on my phone, and that connection was not good enough either. I actually have terrible connection in Paris. I have like an international plan with AT&T, and it's not giving. And when I say it's not giving, it's literally not giving the service that I pay for. So the whole train ride, I worked on the trailer for season 2 of my podcast, and by the time this video is live, episode 1 of season 2 will be out pretty soon. It went so fast though. The ride was really only like a little over 2 hours. On the ticket, it looks like 3 hours because there's a time difference. Or wait, yeah. It looks like 3 hours because there's a time difference between Paris and London, but it's only 2 hours. It was super fast. It was really comfortable. The chairs on the Eurostar were extremely comfortable. There are outlets that you can plug into. And when you book your ticket, you can see if you're booking at a section that has a table. You can see if you have outlets. You can see if you have Wi-Fi in that car. It's a really, really great, seamless experience. There were no extra documents or anything that I needed to fill out, because they asked me if I was vaccinated. I said yes, but you don't have to show any proof of that. You just have to have a passport to go between the countries. Something that I really appreciated about the journey today was that the person running the intercom over the train announced like 20 minutes before we went under the channel, which is, if I think about it too hard, I could really freak myself out, that we are in a train, in a tunnel, underwater, like water that is connected to the ocean. Like I could freak myself out a little, but just don't overthink it. But it was cool because there were a lot of tunnels, and there were a few times where I'm like, well, are we under the channel? Are we under the channel now? And then it would be done in like 20 seconds and you'd realize that you're not. But I just appreciated that. I like being told I'm about to go under a major body of water, and it does make it more fun because you can imagine it and it feels a little bit special. It's certainly a special experience that not everyone gets to have. And then, as you would do a normal train that is not international, you just get off, walk out of the platform, and you're just in the middle of a train station, a normal train station. One thing that I was very pleasantly surprised about this morning was when I got out of the train station, it just really puts you right in the middle of Paris, and it looks like cliche Paris, like quintessential Paris, which I was grateful for, because, you know, sometimes you get to a city that is extremely popular, very romanticized, and when you first get there, you're like dropped in a part of the city that's not as nice, and every city has beautiful parts and not very nice parts. So I liked getting out and immediately seeing like the beautiful architecture, beautiful hotels, beautiful street cafes. That was definitely like a moment, and that is what I was experiencing and feeling when I started this video. So I'm gonna pull out my suitcase now and see what I'm gonna wear to dinner, because these lounge sets are amazing, but I'm just not gonna wear it out to dinner in Paris tonight. I need to find what I'm wearing, and then in a little bit, Kaelyn will wake up for her nap and I will take you along to dinner with us. Okay, chill for like 5 seconds, please. No. Good morning from Paris. Can you hear me in your thing?
Where you're heading?
I'll go over here. Good morning from Paris. It is a windy. Good morning from Paris. It is a rainy, windy, blustery day. But last night we had the most amazing dinner. I know it's the most annoying thing when people are like, I had the best pizza ever, because everywhere claims to have the best pizza ever, but I genuinely had the best pizza ever last night, and I'm not even like a huge pizza person. It was so good. Oh. She's there and then she's gone. And it was so good. So I will like put the name of the restaurant and even link their Instagram. And then this morning we got up and got breakfast at Angelina's, where they had the best hot chocolate. It wasn't even like hot chocolate, it was a melted chocolate bar in a cup for breakfast. It was really good. I also had like the salmon egg croissant, and it was so good. It was amazing. So now we're my hair is literally being ruined. Gonna need to put it in a clip. Anyway, we need to rush inside to protect the hair, and we're gonna go into the Louvre right now. a taxi to come pick us up and take us back home. But we just saw the beautiful dancing light show on the Eiffel Tower. But Kaelyn's very cold, so we need to get home.
I'm freezing.
ASAP.
To take a hot shower and tuck into bed.
She's like still adjusting to jet lag, so I'm very impressed with how you're showing up for this trip. Anyway, I thought that our taxi just drove by, but that was not him. I'll update you more when we're home, but just wanted you to see her. She's so cute. Good morning from your favorite twins. Oh, there's your face. We're up early. We just finished getting ready, kind of. We still need to get dressed. We're not gonna go to Paris looking like this. And we're gonna take some iconic photos. Do you have anything to say about it?
I'm hungry.
Okay, should we get food first?
Maybe we should grab like a pastry.
Well, I still have the croissant.
Okay.
If you want to try
I think that should
it.
be fun.
Okay, we're gonna find food and take some iconic photos. We'll report back with the photos. Bye. So we just got to the Eiffel Tower for our first shooting location. Please don't talk about my hair. Please don't talk about the fact that I don't have lipstick on yet. There's this big giant wall, like a graffiti wall. It's not supposed to be there. So we're walking, trying to find another location because the Eiffel Tower is beautiful. The views. Oh, I think she found a better spot. This is Kaelyn's content creation world. I'm just living in it. She's very excited. I think we found a spot. She's screaming, "Oh yes!" from around the corner. Yay! We're happier now. We can work with this. We can edit out this pole too, if we need to. I hope you can hear me. There's a bit of construction going on, but Kaelyn and I just finished taking photos outside the Eiffel Tower. A few tips. If you're planning on coming to the Eiffel Tower to take photos and you want to be like on the slanted wall that's going up the stairs, there's some construction. There's construction going on behind me and you won't have access to that wall for a while. I don't know how long, honestly. Oh, they're getting married. They look beautiful. They look like they're in love. Okay, so you can't do the slanted wall. So Kaelyn and I came down to the end of this like fountain, which you do have access to, but we realized through experience and honestly a little compass work, we could have figured this out, a little map work, we could have figured this out, but the Eiffel Tower is very backlit in the morning. So we, overachievers, thought we'll get to the Eiffel Tower first thing in the morning, like first thing when the sun comes up. It's still coming up. And we'll have a spot, no one will be in our photos, it'll be great. But it is very backlit. We got cute photos, don't get me wrong, but if you want like those iconic, like beautiful photos of the sun on the Eiffel Tower, you have to just elbow your way in, I think, at sunset. So learn from our experiences. If you come here and want Eiffel Tower pictures, do it at sunset. That's when the lighting will be good. That's when everyone else is doing it, apparently. Now we are gonna head to the Louvre, take a few pictures outside the Louvre, because even though we were there like all day yesterday, we didn't really take photos.
It was raining.
Oh yeah, it was raining, and then we were inside most of the time. Like, what is that sound?
You might want to step away.
The fountains are about to turn on. Okay. This is what's happening in front of me. They're beautiful! Wait, why isn't that one turning on? Wait, they're really beautiful. As I was saying before, I almost got soaked by a water fountain. We're heading back to the Louvre to take photos outside of the Louvre. And then we have reservations at Cafe Marley, which is a cafe that I've seen a ton of influencers I love go to when they're here in Paris. And they go like multiple times a year. So I'm very excited to go to those reservations. everything that we wanted to in Paris. We're about to head back to our place, grab our bags, and head to the train station. But I feel like we need to do like an official, a wrap here. I feel like we need to do like hands in, and that's a wrap. Sorry for the noise on the street, but I am back in London. It feels so good to be back home. Last night I just got back to my flat, took a shower, unpacked right away. It felt so good to be home. Listen, I'm so grateful that I got to go to Paris. It was such a fun, great time, and I am so grateful. But I love London, and I was wondering, like, sometimes I do wonder, like, do I love London so much because I love London so much, or is it because it is the city where I came to a new country by myself, started a life, created a home for myself here? Is that why I love it? Because of like the self-discovery and the growth and stuff like that? Or do I actually love London? And going to Paris did confirm for me that I love London. I just love London itself. It's so much better. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is like Paris is just blocks of super tall buildings. Like, it gives New York vibes where like you can't see a horizon, you can't see the sky most of the time. So I love London for that reason. It's just like height-wise shorter, it's smaller, and you can see like monuments and like landmarks from really far away. You always know where you are and where you're going, well, if you know the city, and that is like a huge pro to me. London is just home, and she always will be. And going to Paris, I had such a great time. I was so grateful, but at the same time, getting home, I was just like, I love my home so much. And no, I would not have the same feelings and experiences if I had moved to Paris when I was 24. So I am in town today for an appointment with my favorite esthetician. She's so incredible, and I have such an amazing experience, honestly. And so I have that appointment, and then afterwards, because I'm in the area, I'm gonna pop over to Selfridges to get a Christmas present for my mom that I've been wanting to get her. I will bring you along on that as well, because Selfridges is no doubt gonna be decked to the nines with holiday festive decor. But really quickly, before I head over to Selfridges, I have to say that this leather belt bag that I have been sneak peeking for a couple months now on Instagram is finally dropping at Trades of Hope. It is ethically made according to fair trade values by women in India who are leading their families out of poverty. The craftsmanship is incredible. It's like a really good size for a belt bag as well. You can fit a ton of stuff in there. And something that's very unique about our belt bag, it's called the Raven belt bag, is that it has an interior pocket, which is very rare for belt bags. And I love it because if you packed your belt bag full, as I'm sure you will, you don't want things like cards or keys falling out. So that security is literally priceless in a belt bag. It comes on a black leather adjustable and removable strap. It has antiqued gold hardware, antique brass hardware. It's amazing. Like I said, I've been using it for months, and it is my constant companion. It's so nice being able to move about London or go about your day, go shopping, whatever, and be completely hands-free, but also know that your items are safe, secure, and nearby. You can carry it like I do, crossbody. Obviously, that's the most popular way. Or you can throw it over your shoulder if you're like out the door running errands. I do that a lot as well. Or of course you can wear it as a belt bag. Honestly, on me, my waist is like, well, my hips are like 38 inches or something like that, and the strap isn't small enough for me to wear. But if your hips are wider than that, then you can definitely wear it around the waist as a typical belt bag. But honestly, let's just be real, everyone's wearing them as crossbodies these days. That being said, let's head to Selfridges for some shopping. second floor at Selfridges. Very successful shopping trip, and I'm about to head on to the Elizabeth line and head home. I have my podcast episodes to edit and some last minute things to take care of for work because it is Black Friday today. Long story short, one of our FedEx packages for our product release today got lost. Like, FedEx just called us at Tradescope and was like, it's nowhere to be seen, we lost it, sorry. And so we thankfully we had 2 products launching today, and we're just gonna launch the one, which is the belt bag, but we had a strap that also was supposed to come out with the belt bag, and FedEx just lost it. They're just like, can't find it, sorry. Oh, speaking of the devil, and FedEx shall appear. Cool. Anyway, so I need to go home and make some changes to today's communication schedule so that I make sure that strap, which is not coming, doesn't show up anywhere. One post actually already went out because I scheduled it to go out like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thankfully I have like 5 hours before another one is set to go out. So I'm gonna get my little bit on the Elizabeth line, get myself home, and make those changes. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for going from London to Paris, back to London with me. I really appreciate you following along on this vlog. And next week's video is gonna be something new. I'm gonna do my very first monthly reset videos. This is a trend on YouTube that I had no idea about. Kaelyn just told me about it like a few weeks ago, and I'm gonna come out with my own version of a weekly reset videos, monthly reset videos. So we're gonna get ready for December in the most holistic and exciting, manifesty, and good vibes way. I'm really excited to work on that and share it with you. I will see you back here next week.